So unless you're living under a rock, you may have seen on the news or heard on the radio or maybe just hearing some chit chatter, but the government has shut down. So let's talk about what that means for you if you are a home buyer. Here's the quick version. When the government shuts down, some federal agencies temporarily pause. And that impacts you because certain loan programs depend on those agencies for verification, insurance, and other information that might be related to your loan. So, the type of loan product that you have really determines how little or how much your loan will be impacted. First up, VA buyers. The good news is that VA buyers usually have little impact when a government shuts down. Why? Well, because the VA loans are funded by user fees, not congressional budgets. So there's very little impact of a government shutdown to a VA loan buyer. So you might have some delays with regard to like appraisals or final loan documentation, but for the most part, your closing should stay right on track. Let's talk about FHA buyers. If you are an FHA buyer, you are going to have some impact, but it's more similar, more closely to like a VA loan buyer. FHA loans go through HUD, which will continue to operate during a government shutdown, but they're operating like on a skeleton crew. This means that there's fewer staff that are on hand to process your loan or answer any loan questions. Closings can still happen, but there will be a slower response time, and I'm talking like days. Your closing may be delayed by days, not weeks. So if you're an FHA buyer, you might still be on track to close, but expect a little bit of delay in closing time because HUD is still working. They're just working with shorter staff. During a shutdown, USDA loans completely pause because the staff who processes the loan guarantees are furloughed. So unless your loan has been fully approved, expect a delay on closing of your loan and processing of your loan until the government reopens. Conventional buyer, then you really are sitting in a good space here because you have almost no impact from a government shutdown. Why? Because the conventional loans aren't funded by any government programs. So the only delay that you might experience is a delay if your lender needs to verify tax transcripts or information from the IRS. Other than that, you're good to go. So here's what you can do. No matter your loan type, this is how you can protect yourself and make sure that you stay on track for a good closing. Stay in touch with your lender about potential delays and issues. I'm talking you should be communicating with your lender, especially during a government shutdown, at least on a daily basis or every other day, just so that you know that you are on track to close on your new home. Secondly, you want to add a couple of days of cushion to your timeline. So if you're expecting to close on October the 10th, then add a couple of days cushion, maybe October 15th. This might mean you're probably freaking out, like, what do I do with my movers? So think about budget into your moving costs, maybe like a temporary storage for your material, for your household goods. You might want to just plan for a temporary Airbnb stay just in case your loan and your closing is delayed. But again, important to stay in touch with your lender because they will tell you exactly if you are on track to close, and make sure you're talking to them daily. Daily updates are going to be super critical for you during a government shutdown. Really, you should be in touch with your lender at any time, and also daily, especially when you get close to closing, just to make sure that you can plan accordingly. Third, make sure that you add if you are buying a home that requires a flood insurance or flood coverage, then make sure that your flood insurance policy has been issued and entered and ready to go with your insurance company, because that can also be impacted by a government shutdown, flood insurance. And lastly, I'm going to reiterate the point. Make sure you are keeping in constant communication with your realtor and your lender, most importantly, to make sure that your loan stays on track. So here's the bottom line. A government shutdown may slow down your loan process, but it's not going to kill you getting your dream home. So if you want to learn more about a government shutdown and how it will impact your future purchase of a home here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, make sure that you reach out. My name is Jen Ramirez. I am a real estate agent here in Charlotte, and I help clients from all over the country who are moving from out of state to Charlotte, North Carolina, find their dream home. So if you have more questions, feel free to send me a DM. I will put a link in the comments to how to schedule an appointment with me. If you're thinking about moving to Charlotte in the near future, then give me a call. So make sure that you reach out. My name is Jen Ramirez. I am a licensed real estate agent, licensed in South Carolina and North Carolina. I serve the Charlotte, North Carolina suburbs, and I cannot wait to get you here. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel for all things Charlotte. See you in the next video.